Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to King Arthur, the role-playing war game. We're gonna have an extra hour long episode today where we're going to continue this wonderful journey throughout Britannia and we're going to progress through this great campaign. As I said before, I do love this game. And let's start from exactly the ending point of last time, and I wanted to show you what has been unlocked here, which is the map of Britannia. So what do we need to know from this map? Well, these are our territories, right? King Arthur. It shows you like the different alignments that they have, whether they're of old faith or new faith, right? Christianity or old faith, whether they're rightful or if they're tyrannical. You will see the population, so you'll see culture here in the south being Britons. We have the Welsh on the left side, the Red Dragons, and we have on the right side the Saxons. Here in the north is Bedegrain, the forest of Bedegrain, and these are places where there are fairies and different types of monsters. We will be venturing there, but there's no type of like human settlement, so to speak. And you can see here it's a bit of a diplomacy screen. It shows you the different factions, and at this point we have in the north someone who's max. I think this Rightful 10 is a max level. Don't remember correctly. Let's see. Is there anybody? Oh, okay. So there's Old Faith with 12. That means that there is a higher level of Rightful than 10. And it shows you the military strength and their economic strength, which can help you in making the decisions on who to go to war with. And today we'll see that we have Somerset fighting against Dorset and King Idris, and we have the quest line whether to have an alliance with Dorset, which if we do that we would get the banner of the Lost King, which gives us +2 to leadership, and after 10 battles you get another 2 to leadership. We get +1 to Tyrant, and we can be an ally of King Idris. If we go alliance with Somerset, which we will go because it is the rightful thing to do, we form an alliance with King Bertram, and we get the Crown of the Lost Kings. And this provides us with +2 to reign and +2 to reign once again after 10 battles. Salisbury was once an insignificant but wealthy province. Now, as the time of the changes is upon the world, it has become easy prey for Dorset. King Idris, Tyrant of Dorset, sent armored knights to Salisbury, which had always been a close ally of Somerset. The King of Salisbury asked help from King Bertram of Somerset. These two kings still might not be able to thwart the advances of the cruel warriors of Dorset, who pose a threat to everyone in the region. The rightful King of Somerset has made an offer of alliance if you march against King Idris of Dorset. This is part of the current quest, and like there's a few things we could do going forward. Like if I attack this army directly, like he might use his army to capture this territory. We jump in here. This will be a contested province. Like this is what this means. When you see a sword on a province, it means that the land is contested, meaning there are multiple people who own land within the region. Okay? Well, what else should we know? There is a secondary quest. The news of your victories is spreading all over the provinces, and many good soldiers are willing to join your cause. So if we march over here with our hero, we get a chance to recruit some troops. Either recruit a few more bowmen, recruit some spears, could be very useful, especially against cavalry. They do have spear wall and armor piercing. Armor piercing helps against heavily armored troops. I would really bring... There's not a whole lot we can do here. I would love to bring another bowman or 2 spears. I think 3 bowmen is good enough. We have 2 sentinels, which are light infantry. I think what I'll do is that we'll disband this and recruiting troops would take a turn here. So at least that's what I think. I'm gonna disband this unit. I'm gonna bring 2 spears inside of our army. Then we'll fill up the rest of the ranks. Then we have 3 heavy footmen, we have light cavalry, we have like 5 light units, we have 2 spears, 3 bows. That should be about enough. Here it shows how much time it would take for us to recruit the troops. Armor piercing means minus 50% armor and resistance for the enemy of the unit, and spear wall plus 30 damage against mounted units. Pretty good unit overall. We're gonna sit here for 1 turn.
Hear my words, my good and gracious lord. Although you have Excalibur, the most powerful sword of Britannia, which you pulled out of the stone, the magical weapon has lost its powers. But now there might be a way to restore them. You must find the most mysterious being of this ancient land, the Lady of the Lake.
So they did march in to take over that territory. Sir, we live now in strange times. Your miraculous deeds send tremors through the lands of Britannia and stir deeply buried forests. From all corners of the realm, terrified people report strange events, miracles, and monsters. If you take a look at the map of Britannia, you can see places where quests are to be found. I strongly advise you to look into these matters. You only have to send 1 of your knights to explore the place. He will represent you as though you were there in person. The deeds they do in your name will affect your reputation as a king, so have them decide wisely. We have another quest here. And this is part. If we take a look at the objectives, we now have an important quest, which is Excalibur. The sword in the stone changed the world. It was an instrument of change, but lost all its power after the miracle and became nothing more than a cracked piece of steel. These past nights, though, you have been dreaming of the sword, restored to its former glory. If only you throw it into the strange lake. In your dream, you hear a female voice going out of these deep waters, promising to answer your question. You asked many wise men, monks in the monastery, and druids in the woods, and they all told you that your dream were of the mysterious Lady of the Lake. The key to the lake lies with a wounded knight called Sir Gareth in the fabled Glastonbury Abbey in Dumnonia. So you can collect taxes from provinces and recruit armies in the local settlement, and we'll unlock Briton cavalry and Briton archer. This is what will happen if we go over here. But what we'll do first, especially since they're recruiting as well, is that I want to attack them. We will declare war on them here. Like, you don't have to declare war on these people, but you can. So what do they have? It's pretty important to look at the heroes and know what you're fighting against. This guy is a very good soldier with a cleave ability, and this guy has the same kind of stats. They have some cavalry, they have some spears, they have a few brigands, which are better than our archers. They're good in melee as well, so they're not as easily destroyed as this bowman. And they are fleet-footed. I think this either increases their speed or I think increases their speed in the forest, if I remember correctly. And they do have some axemen, which is an upgraded version of this footman. Okay, let's take to the fields. And I think I would like to fight in the bogs. Okay, we have some location. Let's do a quick check of this location. So we have a guard post. It's really cool that you can see this on the map as well. So a guard post which grants the Cloud of Arrow spell in the vicinity, which we could play very defensively on this map. That's what it means. Champion Stand grants the Sound of Courage spell in the vicinity, or the Dolman nullifies all magic, prevents the casting of spells, and cancels active spells in the vicinity. So this is something that happens constantly. Like, if you fear fighting, like if you have a battle against a bunch of mages and you fear spells, you can fight on this. The enemy is starting there. We are starting here. we could either rush the hill or we could start fighting them down here. I think I would like to rush the hill. We do have a lot of open ground. We'll do this. I'll have the archers behind. This will be in the second control. We will have this in a third team. Let's keep the spears to the side for now. Cavalry is the last unit, and I will use them in order to capture these points. So, let's start the battle and let's rush the hill. Yeah, we'll put them in a more open formation. Let's see. So they're bringing in their heavy footmen. Apparently they're not really willing to move, which is totally fine by me, if that's what they want to do. Axemen, let's see, do we see their cavalry anywhere? Not really. And we're capturing this. Oh, that's where their cavalry is. Got it. Let's take a quick look at this new hero of ours. Look at this guy. Huge warrior. Where do I want to shoot the arrows? I could even shoot at these guys. Okay, we started capturing that point. I think what I'll do is I'll bring the spears over here, like he's trying to bring in his cap, it seems. I could even go, like if I use this, it's gonna provide our archers with extra damage as well. So let's go with that. Okay, let's go after them there. Let's see, I want a heavy unit to go this way. You go there, I want you to go here, or maybe have you go here, and you here. Something like this. Why did they go that way? I think I misclicked, right? Let's go back. Let's charge at them here. Okay. Our charge has been stopped here. Let's see if we can do some fires. With this guy, we're gonna do Dragon Strike, look at that. I am going to retreat our cavalry, because we do have some spearmen stuck in the fight. So I'm gonna do retreat and we're gonna go... Oh, they did protect, they have some spearmen in the midst. So I'm not sure how that will work. Probably not at all. So let's charge some of these troops instead. Yeah, we're gonna take care of them using our archers. They've been using their cleave ability. I'm gonna plop down the tactics once again. Now how are they doing here? Well, not too great, not too great. could really use a hero in there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna fire upon this guy. I'm gonna take them off fire at will. And you know what? Let's pop this ability. Right now they can fire some extra arrows. Look at this. Oh yeah. This is going to hurt them a lot. Yeah, our cavalry is doing well. Let's see. How do I want to engage? I think I want to engage with this heavy footman over here and with this cavalry. You can see the auto attack. Maybe I should be. Let's see. I think I am going to take off the auto attack because it seems like our units are going ahead a bit too quickly. Unit selection sounds. Yeah, I think it's done from the outside either the battle or outside the game. Hey, you get engaged there. Let's bring our cavalry around. Yeah, and let's try to do a charge here. They're getting some momentum. Okay, let's bring them around there, and I think at this point I'm gonna do another dragon strike, which should kill them, and yeah. All of this should be about it. Troops do not replenish on their own, so you'll have to be careful with your losses, as you will need to camp in order to recruit, thus keeping you still for at least one turn. For some of the more powerful troops you will need more turns, like 2 or 3. Oh yeah, we lost quite a few troops. Okay, then I'm gonna take over this territory just so we have everything and complete the quest.
Take my advice, my good king. This is a deadly conflict between two brothers, and you have to choose a side. But think carefully. Which one of these troubled souls will you help? Rightful Sir Balan, who is defending his castle? Or Sir Balin, the evil knight with his cursed sword? If your chosen warrior is victorious, he will join your round table.
So we've completed another quest here, alliance with Somerset, and there will be consequences to all of this. And we got one more quest. Whether we go this way as a tyrant and Balin and his soldiers join our army, or we have Balin and his journey Balin instead of Balin join our army with Rightful. Balin and Balin are brothers. Sir Balin dedicated his life to the chivalric virtues, and the only thing he shares with his brother is a love of duels. But the savage nature of Balin strained the relationship. When rumors began to spread about the miraculous changes in Cumbria, the brothers parted company. Balin went north to seek magic and adventure, while Balin remained in their castle. He found his new vocation in these troubled times, to protect the local villages from the new dangers, fighting direwolves and slaying a giant. But now Balin the Mad has returned. Something has changed in him. He wields a strange weapon and is trying to kill his brother. Balin can't fight with this evil magic, and he asks you for help. Okay, well, a few things happened. We have the quest, recruitment complete, we've been through that. These are the 2 new quests. King Bertram is now an ally of ours, and we do have the province of Dorset, which, if we take a look here, producing quite a bit of food, 14,000 instead of 1,000 here. And how much in this? 257. So it is a pretty important province. Let's see, if we take a look at the round table, we could give some of these lands now if we feel like it's important to do so. Get extra tax income, not bad. But going this way, we would get more food growth and free health in owned fiefdoms. Let's see, if I take a look at some of these areas, health is not really a problem in either of them right now. Now this goes down as you recruit military, if I remember correctly. This region will provide two loyalty bonuses. I think for right now, I don't really feel like giving them too much land. At least not these. So I will keep it for myself. And then we have these two, who will start marching towards each other. As you can see, we have a time limit of 8 seasons. So we either attack him or we attack him. Let's start first of all by going this way.
On my way.
If we take a look at the morality chart, we went up by 1. We're very close to furlough. Soldiers are sent home on extended leave, thus lowering the army's upkeep cost. While it's active, it's something you can activate in winter, I think. While it's active, the army requires minus 50% upkeep cost. The army can't move, and only 50% of the soldiers join the battle. That is in case we get attacked. The food and gold income of the province is reduced to 0. So what is this good for? Well, it's good if you, like some of these regions, like for example this one, is not producing a whole lot of resources for us, neither gold nor food. An army could be consuming much more than that. So you might want to go this way in order to reduce the upkeep of your army. You can see we're at 43,000 gold and only 10,000 food. So food did went up slightly, but gold went down. Okay. Let's go over here. During the campaign, you will play through several text-based quests that have mysterious impact on the storyline, the morality of Arthur or his knights, and during which you might also find the most powerful artifacts. So you choose, it shows you the quest first of all. The key to the mysterious lake lies with a wounded knight who spent years trying to find the lady. During his last adventure, he was seriously wounded and his vassal took him to Glastonbury Abbey. Depending, you might need some of these stats. On certain quests you will see like different signs telling you what you need. On these more general quests you don't know for sure which one is best. So I guess the idea is just do your best. And we will go with Sir Kay. The person going on these quests will get experience as well. Sir Gareth dedicated a year to finding the Lady of the Lake, but he returned with grave injuries. His vassals took him into the fabled Glastonbury Abbey. However, the abbey won't let anyone enter the monastery. The knight won't reveal the secrets of route until someone helps him. Let's see. So we can try to negotiate with the abbot. There are rumors about druids of the marshland, they might know the cure. I only need a simple answer from the knight. Take him into custody. This will definitely go into the tyrant route. This one, it's not certain. Let's go try to negotiate with the abbot. You walk the black walls of the abbey. The abbot is an old man with greedy look in his eyes. You ask him why he refuses to help. He tells you about the brigands who sneak into the monastery posing as wounded soldiers, but you think that a hefty donation might change his mind. So we can either offer 2,000 portions of food to help feed the monks. I can only offer you 1,000 pieces of gold for renovation. If you defy the will of the king, I will burn this place to the ground. Or so I can't cure the knight, I can still make him talk by force. Or we can go and talk to the druids. Let's feed them. The abbot orders his monks to treat the knight. His wounds was caused by something definitely otherworldly, but Glastonbury has experience of dealing with the secrets of the arcane. After a short period of rest, Sir Gareth is strong enough to share his knowledge with you. Let me hear what he has to say. The lady is an enigma, a spirit, an enchantress, the very soul of the land. She lives under the surface of a mysterious lake that no one can find if she doesn't want it to be found. But when I began my quest and tried to find her, she spoke to me in my dreams. What did she tell you? She told me about the scourge that will shatter the world and the king who must throw his magic sword into the waters of her lake to prevent that, and she unveils the path to her home in a magical Salisbury. When he bids you farewell, he asks you to let his soldiers join you. So we gain 100 experience, plus 1 to Christian, because we were nice to the priests and we went to them for advice. We lost 2000 food, and we gained a new hero, Sir Gareth.
Ready to serve.
So here we have Sir Gareth. Sir Gareth is a sage. Oh, sage, not mage. Well, he has some interesting spells. Like if we go here to stats, we can see he has magic. We could unite with our army over here, like make this army really strong. And that is an idea of what we could do. He also has some axemen at hand. He's a proud Briton, he's corrupted, minus 50% trading income in owned fiefdoms. And a brave heart, plus 20 experience points from combat to the hero. Well, as far as artifacts, he has Cold Iron Sword, reducing his cooldown by 15%, okay? And spells. Curse of Shadows. You will hate this spell so much. Every unit suffers huge damage. Sorry about that. Every unit suffers huge damage within a 30-meter radius. And it is a huge amount of damage. Like this will destroy your archers, and whenever you're fighting mages, if you have no protection, even if you cast some sort of magic protection, as soon as that is away, the AI will cast a spell on your archers. You need to move your archers out of the way, or any unit that it's inside, but heavy soldiers don't die as quickly. Like the light soldiers, like archers, they will perish your archers will be absolutely destroyed. Dragon's Breath. Soldiers of the targeted unit have 25% chance of dying. And Dragon's Eye, the hero unit are not affected by negative weather condition. This can be very good, especially if you're fighting someone who cast a Storm of Avalon or the Fog, or was it the Fog of Avalon? No, this is the Storm of Avalon, which drastically decreases the range of all ranged unit, or the Fog of whatever it was. What else do we have on this guy? Well, we talked about the Dragon's Eye. We have Gift of Avalon, plus 15% sight range on the campaign map for Hero's Army, Arcane Affinity, which provides you with mana, and plus 1 mana point when someone dies in your range. The range is 40, which makes him a pretty cool unit to have in battle, or in a battle that is not as dangerous. Just keep him somewhere around there, and when people die, you get mana back, which makes your mage cast more spell. Or you can go with Ward, plus 10 damage resistance versus spells of the unit of the hero, and 10% chance that the enemy attack spell will fail. Like this doesn't have to be casted on the hero, it's on the map. And this is a pretty good ability to have overall. The enemy spells have no effect on the target unit, this is an active spell. Or Surge of Power, 8% effectivity of destruction spells. Destruction spells being like these ones. And the general skill, Arcane Swiftness, reduce cooldown. Enfeeblement, target hero loses 40% of his current HP. Magic resistance won't work against this spell. So this is one way to take their heroes out. Freeze all soldiers of the targeted unit. Ordeal, a flaming shield burns all attackers of the hero. And reveal life, we saw that before. So what do we want here? I think I'd rather have a mage, a sage inside the army instead of the champion. The champion is good, but I think we'll replace this and we'll leave it at that. I will use King Mark in order to recruit a secondary army, and we'll go on the quest. Now we found out the next level of the quest, and you can see here we need adventure for this quest. Since this hero doesn't really have it and we have it on Sir Kay, I am going to be taking this battle first.
Yes, my lord.
And I think I'm gonna put you in a city so I can recruit later on.
Ready to serve.
Let's see, as far as morality, we went a bit to the right. Let's attack the army of Sir Balin.
Yes, my liege. On my way. Attack!
You can see that we're fighting, even though this army is quite small. The Wasteland warriors are tough. They're two-handed heavy units. What is this build? Conqueror? I don't know exactly what that does. Sir Balin has a level 4 cleave and he has Dragon's Breath. These two abilities will be very, very bad for us. We'll have to be careful. And I think this one, the Conqueror, is like the Marauders. They capture they capture the winning points. And then I thought I was warmed up enough. Well, cheers for coffee. It's like 7 o'clock right now, so I'm trying to get this through before anything else. Let's see. There's no there are no points to conquer. Okay. Well, it's an open field. Let's take our archers. Let's bring them forward like this. We're gonna have to be really careful. We're going to have to be really careful with his knight, with Sir Balin there. Not sure what I'm going to do with the spears. I think that may be what I should be doing. Yeah. You know what? Let's bring you around here. We're gonna try to do some sort of ambush stance.
Charge! Infantry! Cavalry! Archers! Cavalry! Infantry! Cavalry! Charge!
Yeah. So I will use a downhill
Archers,
position.
fire!
Actually,
Cavalry!
since he doesn't want to engage, we're gonna use the opportunity to fire like twice.
Charge! Archers!
Okay, let's retreat our archers. Good. Oh, let's take them off. Fire at will. Because we're hurting our very own troops. Let's see, spears. Let's go forward.
Archers! Cavalry! Infantry!
Oh, they were left behind.
Infantry!
What should I do? Should I bring Sir Balin alive? Sir Balin has arrived on the battlefield and will help you defeat his brother. The mighty Sir Balin is famed for his courage and his prowess, and there are only a few who dare to stand against him in close combat. He is leading his elite guards, called the Golden Griffons. These heavily armored warriors with skills hard to match are known to serve only the lawful and honorable. There we have it. We have a really good unit now. These heavy soldiers have 15 to 12 melee for defense, and the heavy footmen will have 8 to 6.
Archers. Cavalry.
Yeah,
Archers.
let's fire a few times upon them here.
Fire.
Actually, you know what? Fog of Avalon. Let's keep it on them like that.
Cavalry. Infantry.
I would really need to go forward here.
Infantry.
Let's engage these troops here.
Attack. Infantry. Infantry.
I really think I need to engage our light troops with
Fire.
this guy.
Cavalry. Archers. Fire. Infantry. Cavalry.
You know what? Okay, so the spears got into the fight. I am going to go for masterful tactics. Oh, we do have these spells. Look at this. Look at the health. See? That is what is very dangerous there. And for their hero, I'm going to use this ability here.
Archers.
What we could have done is we could have gone with the...
Infantry.
Where is this guy?
Infantry.
Oh, it's around here.
Attack. Attack. Archers.
We could have gone with Fog of Avalon. Ooh. Yeah, let's disengage and go back. Yeah, he really wrecked us there. Or we wrecked ourselves.
Archers.
Let's make sure we get out of here.
Archers. Archers. Fire. Infantry.
Yeah, let's retreat you. Yeah, this hero right here really did a number on us.
Attack. Infantry. Attack. Cavalry.
This was not the best display of tactics.
Charge.
Let's go back down.
Fire. Infantry. Attack. Archers. Infantry.
Oh, what are you doing? As I said, this was not the best display of tactics.
Archers. Fire. Cavalry.
Let's withdraw. Let's go after his archers over here.
Charge. Archers. Fire. Fire. Infantry.
Sir K, yeah, you stay there protected. We will need to replenish these troops and they will cost a lot.
Infantry.
Let's see. Let's go cleave.
Cavalry. Charge. Infantry. Archers. Fire. Cavalry.
Yeah, no, keep going, make sure. Maybe we can go like this, just to trample them.
Infantry. Attack. Cavalry. Archers.
Hey,
Fire. Infantry. Infantry. Attack. Infantry.
yeah, so this battle will be like almost a battle to the death. Apparently we moved our archers a bit way too forward, as they got engaged into melee.
Archers. 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 Infantry. Infantry.
Okay, let's fight against him. Protect from magic will do a bit of a circle there.
Infantry. Cavalry. Infantry. Attack. Attack. Infantry. Attack. Infantry. Archers.
Okay. Let's speed it up.
Cavalry. Cavalry. Infantry. Attack. Infantry. Attack. Infantry.
Okay, they got caught, but they're not gonna be necessarily weak.
Cavalry. Charge.
So let's go after that unit. Yeah, this was an annoying battle because I didn't really use my units right.
Cavalry.
And the second thing is, this is why I feel like the point system, the battle system where you capture different locations is actually good. And you can win some battles that you wouldn't otherwise win by spreading your troops out and just going from place to place capturing points. If you have the mobility for it. Oh, yeah, we lost a footman. We gained Sir Balin. We gained a Cursed Sword, Golden Griffon, Sentinels, and Cavalry. Let's see.
Yes, my king.
Okay. A new hero, Sir Balin. Who's a champion? He has Cleave. He has Armor of Faith. He's a pretty good champion. He is Rightful. A Glorious Leader. Minus 25 recruitment cost in owned fiefdoms. And just plus 3 loyalty to owned fiefdoms. That can be pretty good. And then we have here the Axe of the Giant Folk. Plus 2 to fight. And we do have a Cursed Sword. A Cursed Pendragon artifact from behind the wall of Sir Balin. Very powerful, but drives its wearer to madness and devastating fury. That's why his brother went insane there. Okay, well, what do I want to do here? I think we have like 4 units of footmen. Do we need all of these spears? That is a question to be had. I think what we will do, first of all, I will go here to give away some of the soldiers. Probably keep another cavalry. Give him the sentinel.
Yes, my lord.
I cannot move into the city, unfortunately.
On my way.
Okay, objectives. We're done with this. Our morality system, now we have furlough. Round table, we have another knight in our midst. And I think that's about it. Let's end the turn. We gain some food during autumn. Level ups. For you, I'm gonna give you another point in adventure because I think we will need it for the skill. For that quest. Other than that, more to victorious armies sounds good. Gaining more loyalty and more income from the hero's province. I think I could give you another province as well. Increase the effect of masterful tactics damage by 30% or armor, range, defense and resistance by 30%. I think we're going this way. With the Wall of Steel. I want the leadership, and I guess I do want the reign. We have like what? 1 out of 10 battles. For this army, we're gonna do this. We're gonna give you more strength. I definitely want strength on our cav. Here we'll pick survivability. On you, we'll do attack. And with you, the archery skill is more important than anything else. That should be about it. We can't replenish because we're not in a town.
Ready to serve. Yes, my king. Yes, my lord. Ready to serve. Ready to serve. Yes, my lord.
That should be about it for now.
Yes, my king.
Let's see. How do
Yes,
we
my
do
lord.
this?
Yes, my lord.
I am going to bring you over
On my
here.
way. Yes, my lord.
I said I want to exchange something. I want to give you... I'll give you the spears. I think I'll have, instead of having 2 spearmen, I'll have another cav unit, and I will have a champion in this army.
Yes, my king.
Just like this. So we're bringing him in. I'm giving you that.
Ready to serve. Yes, my liege.
That should be about it for now.
On
Let's
my
move
way.
Sir Kay.
Yes, my
Let's
lord.
bring you here.
Yes, my king.
And if I take a look at the round table, at this point, I guess giving you these territories wouldn't be bad. If I take them away from him... Oh, the food went down. Maybe it was just a one-time thing. But if we'll have to take some of this territory away from him, that will be fine. He's pretty loyal overall, and we'll see. If we find better characters, then we are going to change them around. With that in mind, let's continue this journey. It's summer, so we should be able to
On
get
my
up
way.
to here. This is the village of Wick upon Winter, where Sir Gareth received his incurable wound while searching for the Lady of the Lake. First, you have to find a druid who will tell you how to talk to the lady. So we can go this way, and since it does require adventure, you know what? Going with this guy is good too. We need to fight, this will be better. Now let's try to give this a go. Wick upon Winter is a small and desolate settlement in the woods. Only a few village elders are sitting by the town hall, staring blankly at the ashen clouds. The wind smells of stale water and smoke. I will have a word with the elders, or I go to the place where Sir Gareth fought. Let's have a word with the elders. When you convince the elders that you are indeed a knight of the Round Table, they soon open up and warn you that the strange soldier who recently destroyed an entire army. They are monsters, they say, savages from the northern province who seek the Lady of the Lake. Tell me about the northern army. The elders admit that they never saw the northerners at close hand, but an old boatman who lives near the lake had to ferry their leaders to the furthest shore many times. You should ask him. Then I'll go to this boatman. The boatman lives on a hill above the shore, from where you can see the lake clearly and a huge block of stone with faded carvings protruding from the soil. The boatman proves to be a greedy old man who asks 200 gold before he will tell you anything. I won't pay anything, speak or my soldier will loosen your tongues. Take the gold and tell me everything you know. You pay the old man and he tells you what he saw. He seems terrified of these northerners. They are savages, he says. They serve a dark force that sent them on this long journey. They keep huge beasts that prowl and attack at night. You stand a better chance in the daytime. I heard about the druid in these hills. Do you know anything? Yeah, he is gentle, peaceful soul. He lives in the woods at the spring. We're finished here. Let's return to the village. Okay, so we're back here now. We can look for the druid. I'll have a word with the elders, or I go to the place where... Sorry, let's have a word with the elders. Tell me about the recent battle. The elders tell you about the survivors of the last battle. After the northerners destroyed their army, they stayed near the lake, setting up a camp in the woods. The villagers will lead you there if you arrange a much-needed supply of food for their families. I don't need help to find the whole band of warriors. Sure, let's give them one food. Let's be nice. 2 young villagers guide you through the deep forest to a glade, where you find survivors. A small band of tired soldiers look at you hesitantly. We have never seen an army like this, they say. Savages and monsters. We had no chance against the beasts. We can order them to join. Let's pay them 1,000 gold to join us. If we can get some replenishment, that will be great. The commanding presence of a knight from King Arthur's court gives a new hope to these tired and disappointed men. One after another, they join your ranks. Now let's go to where Gareth fought. When you approach the lake, you see the remnants of the camp from afar. This is the place where Sir Gareth was attacked by the mysterious adversaries. It is a bleak place. The knight's pavilion is tattered ruin, and all the equipment they left here seems to have been looted. Let's have our scouts look around. Your scouts become aware of some warriors in the wood. They are clad in black steel and wear strange amulets. They are definitely not somewhere they are definitely from somewhere far away. Maybe from the north. Your scouts think that these men are only an advance party and the main forces are somewhere behind. Let's lure them into a trap. You raise the banner of Sir Gareth at the pavilion. You leave some of your soldiers in the camp while the rest of the band hides in the woods. You don't have to wait long. The strange advance party appears at the tents and attack, but they have no chance against your ambush. It is all settled for now. Return to the village. Okay, and now we'll go find the Druid. The Druid is an old man, in the traditional outfit of the followers of Old Faith. His hut stands near a shrine. You notice him eyeing your soldiers suspiciously. When you tell him what you know about Sir Gareth and his quest, he greets you warmly. Tell me how I can speak to the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake is an ancient presence. She has always been here, sleeping the sleep of the waters, awakening in times of need. You can speak to her on the hidden island that you can only reach at dawn. However, if you have the Horn of Avalon, you can cross there at any time. I don't think we have the Horn of Avalon on us. Where, pray, can I find the Horn of Avalon? I am the keeper of the horn. I could give it to you, but on one condition. If your king promises that he will let me live here unharmed and no one will enter my territory, these woods and the lake should be a forbidden place to anyone else. Yeah, we can accept it and we get points in the Old Faith, but we said we're going to go Christian. So I'm a good Christian, so I can't promise you that. I wait until dawn and leave. I won't promise you that. Hand over the horn or die. I'm a good Christian. The Druid simply nods, and he tells you that you should be careful because the Northerners plan to seek out the Lady of the Lake as well. They have their own inscrutable purpose, and you will need some luck if you want to deal with them. Let's go to the lake. You stand on the southern shore of the lake. Everything is very quiet. The wind smells of fresh water, and you see nothing that would betray the presence of anything magical. But deep in your soul you feel that this is one of the most important places in Britannia. I wait until dawn. When the shimmer of dawn paints a bridge of light on the surface of the lake, it leads you to an island you hadn't noticed before, a bridge that you can walk on. But when you reach the island in awe, you are surrounded by Northerners. The Druids must have told them about you.
Attack!
Well, we have a battle against giants, 4 giants. You know what? We should have kept our spears in our armies. Spears are great against giants. We have some winter bread, we have some autumn breed, and winter breed, and we do have some wargs, some dogs of war. Overwhelming fear is what they cause. These guys are path walkers, magic resistance. Anyway, let's go to the battle. So welcome to the battle. It's a foggy land. Well, I'm not sure exactly what this is. Maybe it's a huge river. But we'll need to settle our troops in place. Let's see. We're gonna have to be careful. They have some wolves that we need to protect ourselves against. They have some heavy troops. I'll have Sir Kay in the back. I will have these heavier infantry in the front. We have, at least we have 2 different cavalries, should work pretty well with us.
Archers.
Let's see, take off, fire at will, maybe we'll do the same for everyone else. Good.
Infantry.
And then we have infantry.
Infantry.
You'll be the 4th group, 3rd group.
Cavalry.
We'll keep this as the 4th and Surkey as the 5th. Let's see, let's check this out. Yeah, they're coming towards us.
Archers.
We can put ourselves in a good position to bring archers into the woods,
Infantry.
have the rest of the infantry going forward.
Cavalry. Infantry. Infantry. Cavalry. Cavalry. Infantry. Infantry.
Maybe I should have the two cavalry on one side,
Archers.
and then we'll bring Surkey around as well.
Infantry. Infantry. Archers.
As you can see, the wolves are coming for us, and yeah, we'll need to bring our cavalry on this side.
Infantry. Archers.
For now, I'm gonna leave our archers on fire at will, but as you can see, because there is fog,
Cavalry. Charge.
we're not really protected here.
Fire. Cavalry. Cavalry. Archers. Cavalry.
Okay, they've retreated for a bit.
Archers.
Okay,
Infantry.
let's bring this forward.
Archers.
You,
Attack. Archers. Archers.
yeah, definitely need to bring in the heavier troops.
Cavalry. Infantry.
They don't really have a good chance against us, but
Archers.
they don't need much of a chance either way.
Infantry.
How do I want to do this? You know what?
Archers.
Let's do Dragon's Eye.
Archers.
As you can see, now we will be able to fire upon them. And we'll use our archers to fire upon them there. And I'm going to go with Masterful Tactics just to get a buff. Yeah, not huge bonuses,
Cavalry.
but it's still something.
Infantry.
Yeah, I'll need to retreat our cavalry from here, as the giants will absolutely murder them.
Cavalry.
Nope, okay, they didn't get engaged.
Archers.
Let's keep our archers around here. We'll start to fire upon them there. Dragon's Breath? No, let's try to use the Shadow.
Archers. Charge.
Okay, that went better than I thought it would be.
Attack.
Okay, here we're getting engaged.
Archers.
Don't want to stay in that fight with our archers, that is for sure.
Cavalry. Charge. Archers.
So let's bring you back. Let's have the general. Yeah, let's have Surkey go. Nope, withdraw. And please go forward.
Fire. Attack.
Yeah, they keep catching us, so we'll need to retreat him. Let's not fire with our archers anymore. How do I want to do this? I think I want to take one unit, these heavy warriors there, and I'm going to jump in with our hero. We're gonna do some cleaving. I'm gonna activate some of these tactics to work against his Winterbreed. And I believe I'll be bringing these heavy warriors in here as well, even though we are in a forest. Okay. Let's take a look. I didn't show you these units of Sir Balin. Look at this guy. Look at his cleaver. Yeah, let's retreat to you. Let's leave these guys engaged instead. There we have it. Another victory for us. This guy right here, he's Merlin. So you can have Merlin in your army as well.
The Excalibur is a mighty sword, ancient and powerful. It was created by the Lady of the Lake ages ago. When King Arthur pulled the Excalibur out of the magic stone, the world changed and the sword lost all of its powers. But now it is restored to its former glory and ready to change the world again.
Well, we gained 2,000 of each from this quest. We lost a few units, but we're doing okay for now.
Take my advice, my good king. You need a stronghold. It will serve as your seat of power. Strongholds are not ordinary towns or castles. They are built on the few truly sacred places of the realm. And now you have to choose one of these possible spots, London or Viraconium. Both of them have almost lost their former power though. You will need to use the magical sword Excalibur to perform a rite which will make your stronghold live again.
You have the legendary weapon of the ancient kings, the fabled Excalibur, and with the magic sword in your hand, you could... how could anyone question your right to rule the land? The people in your provinces bowed their heads to the once and future king. You can begin to collect taxes, recruit armies, and prepare for challenges, since the High Kings of Britannia will not be as obedient as your faithful subjects. So now we can recruit armies as well. Let's see, what do we gain here? A cavalry unit.
Yes, my lord.
I could collect it with these people. Let's see. Tourney knights. We have 4 light, we have 4 heavy, we have 3 archers and 2 light cavalry units. Tourney knights could be good. In a sense, I think they might even be better if I bring them like inside this army, right, and make it on, give it to someone who would be good on cavalry. I think what I'll do instead is bring this guy
On my way.
to collect the knights. Right, we'll have a secondary army pretty soon.
On my way.
And now, well, let me show you some things. These territories show you down here at the bottom what they do. We can now recruit troops in the settlement. We have 50% chance through a battle-centered adventure, meaning it will reveal somewhere on a map one random secondary encounter. Minus 20% upkeep cost for all units at this location. Plus 10% XP per season to all knights at this location. Plus 5 research point per season when guarded by a knight. And I think that is the whole. Plus 5 morale per season to the army at this location. I guess that's about it for now.
My lord.
Like, what else could we be doing? If we take a look at the objectives, we can either conquer London or conquer Virconium. So we either go here, declare war on Langres, or we go here to the north to take Virconium. And what we're going to do is we are going to go against London. Well, we'll read the quest next time. For now, I am just gonna move this
On my
army
way.
into this settlement, and we're gonna start recruiting. Let's end the turn for now.
Long live the once and future king. A banished Prince of Logres invites you to his wedding in Wessex, the kingdom which is right in the path of your army's advance towards London. The provinces of Logres and Wessex have long-standing territorial disputes with each other. You might as well use them to your own advantage, or instead, you might find other more diplomatic ways to have your way. Hear my words, my good and gracious lord. 3 brothers are fighting for the city of Virconium. Their father, the king, died without naming his successor, and now each of them has claimed the right to the throne. Both the Christian Prince Brandelis and Prince Owain, the follower of the Old Faith, have asked for your help against each other and against their 3rd brother in the city. You might find a way to use their dispute for your own purposes.
There it is. I'm gonna bring this guy in. When you are in a city, right-clicking will give you a few things to look at. Like we now have also the province panel, which shows you their climate. Actually, you know what? Let's put a cut in here because I'm about to go in a brand new series of information, and this episode has gone on for long enough. We're at the hour mark. We're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna explore more of this game. As I said, this game has a lot. It's really cool when you actually get into it, when you get over the wonky camera from the battles. You get a lot for your money, and I believe that this might be a game that just passed by you, but you would love to have it and play it. So until tomorrow, I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.